What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host. My name is Alex, and you're watching Barrett Fragrance's official YouTube channel. Today, we're talking about New Year's Eve fragrances. What are you going to wear New Year's Eve? If you're out in the limo, if you're going to the club, if you're going to the house party, if you're staying in, what are you going to wear? Do you want to stand out? Yeah, exactly. Of course you want to stand out. That's why you're watching this channel. Real quick, if you're not sure who we are Barrett Fragrances, a extrait de parfum, high quality, inspired by a fragrance house that makes our version of niche and designer and even discontinued fragrances even better at 40% plus extracts. Lasting and staying power is through the roof. Profiles, DNAs, loud, beautiful, intriguing, inviting, and that's what you're going to get with Barrett Fragrances. So a little preface on that. So today I got 10 fragrances for you that I believe are going to be great options to wear for your night out for New Year's Eve. These are 10 options that just came out in the last 14 days. So keep your ears open and your eyes peeled. What? And listen close because we're about to go through them. Rebirth is our version of Rehab from Initio. This is a beautiful fragrance, very loud, very inviting. Anything from Initio that we do is very loud and inviting, sexy, and brings the fire. We did one called Adverse Reaction recently, and people went crazy for that until it sold out. So this right here, my friends, is delicious. You're gonna get people saying, hey, what are you wearing? You're gonna have men and women both being able to wear this as a unisex fragrance that can stand out so well on both sexes. I will tell you right now, I'm wearing this in the moment. I'm wearing this right now, full wearing around my body, and it's been a fantastic wearing. It has been since about 5:30 this morning. So you're looking at probably almost 10 or 12 hours right now, and it is going strong. So that is Rebirth. All right, guys, the next one I've got for you is Transito Defo. And that is a fun name, isn't it? Hypnotizing Fire. Hypnotizing Fire from The Harmonist is the inspiration behind this fragrance right here, which I am really 110% sure I've never seen anyone clone or inspire by The Harmonist. I've never heard of it, so when we did that, it was a for sure collaboration with Hypnotizing Fire. It was for sure a DNA that we wanted to do that is phenomenal, that is beautiful, and oh yeah, there we go. Peel that right off, folks. What I got from wearing this one is it's got a little green resinous thing going, not green in a bad way, but a little bit green. It's earthy, it's dry, it's very, very dry. If you have our version of By the Fireplace called Bonfire Night, you know there's a little bit of a dryness to it. Very, very similar here. Very, very similar. It's pretty, it's elegant, it's wearable, it's earthy. Incense, dry, probably some vetiver. It's a very natural smelling. It's got this appeal to it, but it also has this kind of natural thing going. So if you're into like Le Labo fragrances, having that standout oomph to it that is natural, that is a great fragrance for you right here. That is Transito Defo. On the next one. All right, guys, another one right here for the ladies, Coconut Cream Dream. We talked about this on the last video, but all I have is a small sample before I got this bottle. This bottle came in. My wife is wearing it right now at work. She came home for lunch. She smells amazing. This is, I want to say this is Cocovene from Mancera. Oh my gosh. It is so pretty. It's elegant. It's female oriented. So it's got that sexy, I'm a mommy kind of vibe going on. And it smells beautiful and bright and florals. Not the flowers you get from grandma's house, not that jasmine situation, but bright, light yellow florals. This, to me, when you hear florals, could be better suited for spring, but this is something I would recommend for every woman going forward in every season. Okay, you get that? Every season. This one, Coconut Cream Dream, is going to be fantastic. I know some of you guys have gotten bottles from us and packages from us in the last couple of weeks, and a small sample of this was in that. We didn't tell you really what it was. So it was really cool to hear all that feedback of people liking this one so much and people asking about it. So Coconut Cream Dream, let's move on. Patisserie, and that is our version of Sweetie Aoud from the house of Raja Parfums. All I could say is this blows me away. It has a lot more female leaning entities to it, but me, I've given it a full wearing already, and it is very, very pretty. It's very pretty. I can't really pronounce or even give you an understanding in my brain of how to tell you what this is. Best I could say is I want you to imagine Tom Ford Bitter Peach and remove the bitter peach part of it and replace it with something else that's sweet and gourmandish, and that's what I'm getting from this fragrance. And that is why I recommend Patisserie from us, because the price tag of Sweetie Oud is insanely high because it's a Raja fragrance. So if you want that same DNA, if you want that same feeling that invokes, if you've tried it, Patisserie from us is a great choice. Let's move on. All right, guys, in the last video I talked about this because I had a small little decant, but now I got a full bottle. That is Oud of Nobility. And this is Creed's Royal Oud, which is a beautiful fragrance. Since getting this bottle, I wore out my decant, and I've worn this 3 times. You may hear Oud and go, ew. No, not the case here. Not the case here. This is like a fresh, lightly spicy, bright Oud. No skankiness, no animalicness, no gross stuff. This was and this is a fantastic wearing. Lasted on me all day long. It smells like luxury, but also versatile. So Royal Oud, people buy that and they think I can't wear a lot of it all the time. It's not a good daily driver. It is. Our version is. It is beautiful. It is elegant. It's all the things I'm looking for if I want to go to work or just wear an easy, versatile fragrance all day. That's what I've worn it for. So that's why I really, really like it. Oud of Nobility. Let's move on. This one, guys, is Avangard. Woo, yeah. Prime that atomizer. Oh, and that is our version of Bond No. 9's Andy Warhol, which is discontinued. Has been cloned by other houses before, but our version we did 40%, and we kept it very, very, very close to the original, you guys. It's going to have a little bit of that oud thing. It's going to have that freshness that you're looking for, and it's going to give you that love and that power that you get from Andy Warhol, but without having to pay that insane price tag. We all know some Bond No. 9s are really expensive, and when they go into being pulled off the line, they're hard to find and really expensive. So our version, Avangard, is a great option for you if you love Bond No. 9, Andy Warhol. Next one up with the blue juice. Look at that blue juice, you guys. Next one up with the blue juice is Lumina, which is our version of New York Nights from the house of Bond No. 9. This is beautiful. I'm not even going to spray it near my white shoes, but I've given this a full wearing twice. It's got notes like coffee, some darker notes. And when I say darker notes, I'm thinking to myself a darker winter fragrance. This is like a fresh fragrance here. This is a fresh fragrance. And it is pretty. Pops off my skin really well. Almost gives you like this blue vibe. And is also unisex. I know that Bond No. 9s are both very unisex fragrances. So I would say this is a great option for females as well. If you want to stand out at the party, rock this. It's going to heat up on your skin and kind of radiate. It's a beautiful situation. When I wore it, I really felt good wearing it. And I think it's a great option from us. It's called Lumina. This one is fantastic. When I knew that we were doing this, I was so excited. This is our version of Allure Homme Edition Blanche, which is that pretty, lighter, creamy-ish bottle with some hits of gold. Very pretty. Our version is called Lemon Heaven. And that is what you get with this. You get our version of Allure Homme Sport or Extreme. We call that Olympiad. You get Olympiad here with an added note of like a fresh lemon. And it's not over the top. That's the thing. It's not like a fresh lemon that's like stays around the whole wearing. It does give you citrus vibes and fresh cut lemon vibes the first hour you wear it. As it dries down, it kind of brings out that original Olympiad DNA. The scent of lemon stays with you, but it kind of lets everything else shine, if you would. So I would say Lemon Heaven is a fantastic option for you. Versatile, fresh, could be worn in the gym, anywhere, any setting. This is one of those fragrances when it grabs, like, oh my gosh, this is phenomenal. That is why I would recommend Lemon Heaven. All right, I got 2 more left and 2 of the heaviest hitters. This one has been getting a lot of hype on YouTube, on Instagram, and for good reason. My friends, this is called OG Vetiver, and this is our version of Original Vetiver by the House of Creed. If you've not tried any of our versions of Creeds that we have to offer you, I recommend stopping this video and getting a bottle or a decant or a travel size that we offer as well of any of them. There's a massive selection of Creed offerings that we have on our website, are inspired by versions that are beautiful, longer lasting than the original, guaranteed. I can guarantee that these are going to stick to your skin longer than the original Creeds. Guaranteed. So OG Vetiver is that. It's green, it's bright, it's sexy, but it's also soapy. It's like fresh cut green grass Vetiver, not the dry, icky Vetiver that sometimes people aren't loving. But this one right here is green, soapy, almost had this little tart. It's almost tart. Like you cut the grass and you're smelling the grass. But it goes away within the next half an hour or so. That tartness will dissipate, leaving this soapy green to come through. It is beautiful. It really is beautiful. It's one of the first Creeds I ever smelled at Neiman Marcus was original Vetiver, and I remember being like, whoa, this is really, really good. And that's captivated right here in OG Vetiver. Guys, try a bottle. Oh, this one is very special. Massive shout out to the creative director of this fragrance, Josh. He goes by Elroy Prepson on Instagram. He's a fragrance reviewer, fragrance head, fragrance enthusiast, whatever you want to call it. He is phenomenal. And we collaborated with him and made this fragrance. Ross Barrett collaborated with him, got some feedback on what Josh was looking for, and then kind of creatively designed it. And Ross Barrett nailed it on the head. I asked Josh yesterday what do you think of the fragrance, and he was more than pleased with what he got in the mail. And that is Ellie's Elation. This is dedicated to Josh's mother, who passed away over sometime in the last couple of years, and it's dedicated to her. And what this is based off of is the 1999 formulation. If you know, you know, of Clinique Happy for Men. It tingles my back because of two things. I've lost my mother, so I know what that's like, the detrimental feeling you feel, but then the feeling of smelling a fragrance that meant so much to you growing up. Growing up with mom there, your first fragrance might be Clinique Happy. My mom bought me my first fragrance, Clinique Happy, and I remember it. And this is you guys, this is it. This is it. Ross Barrett perfumed it. He nailed it. Josh said, hey, I want this and that from it. I want more of this and more of that. And Ross brought it. It's got this lightly green, mandarin orange, fresh sex appeal all day long. I wore it. It lasted on me all day. All day. And literally by the 10th hour, I was having dinner and thinking, God, I still smell good. I can still smell it. It lasted all day long. So Ellie's Elation from us is our version of Clinique Happy for Men, the 1999 formulation, which is phenomenal. That is 10 fragrances that are going to make you stand out at this year's New Year's Eve party. Be safe, be good, smell good, look good, feel good, all that fun stuff. Be smart. Don't be stupid. Be good. Love you guys.